Hey beauties, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Whitney. In today's video we are going to be learning how to make a simple wrap dress. It is very easy to make. I've made it simple and it is beginner friendly. If this is what you love to learn, keep on watching, like my videos, share with your family and friends, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out anytime I upload a new tutorial. And without too much talking, let's get to the honey of the video.
I love you. Hey beauty, welcome to my channel.
To make this, you need to draft your pattern first, and we are going to be drafting our back pattern first. We are going to be drafting our pattern on fold because we are making a wrap dress and we are going to be needing the full body. Alright, so I folded my pattern paper into two like so, and I'm just trying to align it properly so that everything can sit nice and clean. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my vertical measurements, my bust point or chest line, my waistline, and the length of my blouse. The length of my gown, the paper was not enough for the length of my gown, so I'm going to be adding to it when I'm cutting on my fabric. So I used my hip divided by 4 to fold this. I added no allowance because the fabric I'm working with is a very stretchy fabric. If you are working with a non-stretchy fabric, definitely add in your allowance. So the first thing that I was doing was to mark my start line because I wanted everything to be straight, and then on that start line I'm going to mark out my shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus ½ inch, and also I'm marking out my armhole depth, which will also serve as my chest line. So I'm just drawing this into a straight line, marking out my armhole depth, and then I'm trying to mark out that same armhole depth all the way around so that I can make it into a straight line, and that will serve as my chest line. All right, so once we have gotten to this point, the next thing you are going to do is to mark your bust measurement divided by 4, and then you just mark the midpoint of your armhole depth, and then you just connect that line. We've done this a lot on this channel, so by now you should know how to draw out your armhole curve. You should know how to do that by now. So once that is done, the next thing is to mark our neck width of 3 inches and our shoulder slope of 1 inch and connect that into a straight line. So the neck width I worked with was 3 inches, and the neck depth I'm going to be working with is 1 inch because this is a wrap dress. The back shouldn't be low. Then the next thing I did was to mark out my waistline measurements. The waistline of this client was 16 inches, so I added ½ inch to that. That's making 16.5 inches, and then I connected that into a straight line. And from the waistline I went downwards by 8.5 inches. You can measure the hip line of your client, where the hip line is around your client's body, but I didn't measure it for this person, so I just went down from the waistline by 8.5 inches, and that gave me the hip line. And the next is the down part, which I'm going to be extending when I'm cutting on my fabric. So I've added the 2 inches allowance to the bust line. I measured my waistline divided by 4 plus another 1 inch allowance, and then my hip line divided by 4 plus 1 inch allowance. I'm sorry, I didn't add 2 inches to the bust. I added just 1 inch because remember, the fabric I'm working with is a stretchy one. So if you are working with a non-stretchy fabric, do well to add your 2 inches allowance all the way around. So we are done cutting now. This is the back part, so I'm just going to cut this out now. And then this is the fabric I'm working with. See how stretchy it is. It's a shimmery kind of fabric, and slightly stretchy. So I'm cutting it out now, and I am going to be using this pattern to cut the back first before we now go ahead and work on the front. I'm using this same pattern for both the back and the front because we have to be economical. Things are so expensive right now. Even pattern paper is no more a joke, so I'm using one single pattern paper to do this. So to cut the front and the back. All right, so now I've gone ahead to place it on top of the back. As you can see, I'm extending the length of the gown. I told you that the paper was not enough, so it was remaining about 2.5 inches, so I added that to it, and that is the length. So I've gone ahead to cut out the sides, and we are done with the back. So I'm just going to take out my pins, take out my pattern, and then we are going to start working on the front pattern. If you are new to my channel, you are welcome. Please subscribe before you go, like my videos, drop your questions and comments in the comment section down below, because I would love to hear from you. And if this video was helpful, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you. So for the front neckline, I've just extended it by 7 inches. Don't go deeper than 7 inches because it's going to be exposing your bust, except you want your bust to expose. That's when you go down by that 7 inches. 7 inches is just fine. So I've cut out the neckline, and what I'm going to be doing now is to, draw out my lines to the other side of the paper. So my waistline, I'm just drawing out the line to the other side of the paper, and I want the wrap to stop around that waistline, or you can go up by 2 inches from the waistline, then connect it. But I want mine to stop around the waistline, so I'm just connecting it from that neck point with a curve to the waistline like so. And then the next thing I'm going to be doing is that from the middle, I'm going to measure my bust span measurement plus ½ inch. So the bust span of this person was 8 inches, divided by 2 is 4, so that's 4.5. So I measured that from the down part all the way to the hip. All right, this is not really necessary, it's just to guide us on how to attach our curve, as in on how to draw our curve. All right, because the picture that I'm working with is not, the overlap is not straight, it's kind of slanted. All right, so that is why I'm just slanting it all the way from that point, that waist point. I'm slanting it, and then I'm going to be stopping at that bust span area. If you like, from the waist, you can go ahead and just make it straight like so. All right, but I'm not doing that for mine. I want mine to be curved. What we are just trying to achieve is that we are trying to eliminate the hip on the other side, because it's a wrap dress. It's only one side that is going to have the hip, the other side is not going to have the hip. I hope you understand. So once that was done, I went ahead to go up by about 1 inch from the waist. That is where my belt is going to be sitting, and then I went ahead to cut it out. It's as simple as that. There is no no long talk to it. You can make this wrap dress in less than 30 minutes if you know what you are doing. It is that simple. So I'm trying to cut out all the excesses, making my part smooth. And then this is my fabric. I'm folding it into 2, and I'm going to be placing my pattern paper on it, and then I'm going to be cutting it out. You just have to fold it right side to right side. There's no there's no any hidden secrets to it. Just fold it like we normally fold our fabric. Place your pattern paper on it, and make sure you align it, pin it where necessary, and then cut it out. All right, so cut it out, and that is it. So once I'm just trying to align my fabric properly. I've told you, anytime you are working on a project, especially a dress that you want to look really beautiful, don't rush. There's nobody is pursuing you. That is why you should tell your clients to give you enough time to work. All right, and then as per the length, I'm adding the 2.5 inches that was short on the pattern. I'm adding it to it, and then I am just going to go ahead to cut it all out. All right, I hope you are enjoying this video, and I hope this video is helpful. I even know that if you watch it and you follow it closely and properly, you are going to be able to cut yours in no time. while we cut, please and please, I need you to please subscribe if you are new to this channel, like my videos. I also want you to please drop comments for me. That comments helps the algorithm to know that you are enjoying what I'm doing and pushes my video to a larger audience. So please help me drop your comments, drop your questions, drop your likes, drop your encouragement. Your comments keep me going. Seriously, your comments keep me going. So please don't deprive me of that. Please, my beauties. Thank you so much. So we are done cutting now, and this is how it's going to be looking. You see that it's already giving the wrap effect. So we are already getting there. So what we're going to do now is to pick the back that we've already cut, and then we are going to place the front on it, right side facing right side, and then we are going to stitch the two shoulder with like about ½ inch. All right, so we are going to stitch the shoulder, and then we are also going to join the sides with about 1 inch or whatever allowance that you left. All right, once that is done, I'm going to be using my bias tape to knitting all the neck part area and the wrap area. All right, I'm just going to be using my bias to knitting it, and then once that is done, that's the black bias that I'm going to be using to knitting everything up. And once that is done, I am going to place a belt at that point and one on the side, just to create to tie up the wrap at the back. So I'm going to do that, attach the sleeves, and when I was done, this was the finished look. See how it looks so perfect, and it looks store-bought, right? I know, right? Thank you. It was so nice on my client. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Till I see you in the next one, I want you to know that I love you and I care. Bye.
Papa.